Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I cook food all the time, but recently I had friends visiting and I made a big feast, and for that feast I made some delicious quick naans. And over the years I've shared many naan recipes, but when I posted about this I got so many requests from Instagram that I thought it is time that I do a new quick, easy, most delicious, easy to prepare naan recipes here on the hob, not using the oven, like super simple, and they will taste so delicious. So I'm not going to waste any time. It's super simple recipe. I only need plain flour and a couple of things to add to it, and you can in the end flavor it with different things. So let's get cooking. Before that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Right. Whoa. Let me get the flour first. So I'm just collecting the ingredients, and I just want to say a couple of things actually about this recipe. Now this is, like I said, it's super simple and anyone can make it, and the aim of this recipe is to give you really soft kind of naan that you don't need the oven for. You can cook it in a pan, and then in the end you can flavor it with all sorts of things, which I will tell you lots of examples of. And I also just want to say, when my kids find out this is what they're having dinner for dinner, they just absolutely love these naan, and they don't care what I am going to serve with these naan because they love these naan so much. So that's something which is lovely, because if the kids like it, then obviously everything is much easier and simpler, and then everyone is happy. But I have never made these naan, and I've never had that my guests don't like it. They are always a big hit. And obviously I'm going to be cooking for 4 people, so you can half the quantity, you can double the quantity, according to your kind of requirement. In goes 300 grams of plain flour, which is maida or all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking powder. You don't need too much baking powder. I'm not trying to, bake them. Just want a little bit of lightness in the dough. And here is 100 grams of natural yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt as well. And as always, mix this up and don't add all the water together. I have got here 100 ml. I've just put it in the yogurt bowl, so it's all kind of murky, but it's just plain water. I've just used tap water. So once you've got your yogurt mixed in, I'm going to slowly add the water, and just enough to get a nice soft dough. Very slightly sticky, but as you can see, this bit is a bit sticky. That is absolutely fine because I will knead it for 2 minutes, and that stickiness will go down when I will knead it. Basically, you don't want a dry dough. So I almost use around 100 ml. That is done. I'm gonna teeniest bit of oil on this surface, just using some sunflower oil just to kind of grease the, and now knead this. need this for 2 minutes. Don't need it for more than 2 minutes. You could just need 1 or 2 minutes maximum, because this is not like a loaf bread we're trying to make. I just want to smoothen out the dough a little bit, and like I said, that once you knead it, it will not be too sticky, and that's what's happened. It's become smoother. Goes back, and now I'm going to rest this for 15 minutes. And while that's resting, I'm going to prepare some of the toppings. So the dough is resting quite nicely, and this gives me just enough time to prepare the things I'm going to put on top of the naan. So I have got here some garlic, obviously, some green chili. This is a hot one, and I am also going to chop one red chili to mix it up. So some garlic, green chili, and I have got some lovely fresh coriander, which I'm going to chop all of it up quite finely. So that's the onion, garlic, chili, coriander ready. I've used 2 types of chilies, green and red. First of all, it has got nothing to do with flavor. I want the heat from the green chili, but I've added red for the color. Let's be honest, it looks prettier. And to top it up, to finish it, I'm going to start rolling it. I haven't started yet, but before I do that, you need to decide what you're going to top it up with, and you have to have it ready. So if you want to keep it vegan, just use some oil. And if you're not particular about keeping it vegan, then I would say use some ghee. If you don't have ghee, you can use some melted, softened butter. So yeah, the choice is yours. So I'm going to get some butter here, but I might make some in top some with olive oil and some with butter. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. And another reason for not using ghee is that I don't have any at home right now, and I can't be bothered to make some this minute. So yes, ghee would be amazing, but oil and butter are absolutely delicious too. So I've got my station ready. I've got my chopped up goods, I've got my melted butter, and I have got my rested dough, which has actually been resting for an hour. Because I started cooking something else. Anyways, so that's fine. You can rest it for longer if you want. So I'm just gonna get a rolling pin out. I'm just gonna put a little drop of oil and just grease the surface, just so it doesn't stick very much. Over here, I have got a nice pan. I'm gonna turn this on and get it nice and hot while I roll the naan out. So like I said, I am cooking for 4 people, so that should make 4 medium-sized naan. If you want them nice and big, then of course, feel free to make fewer, but I find that this is a good size. So that's the 4. Cover the rest. Oh, look how soft. So you can use a little bit of flour if you like. You can use a bit of oil if you like. Both are equally good and okay to use. So nice hot pan, and this goes in for a minute on each side. Butter or oil. And you can sprinkle. Once it starts to kind of bubble up, that's when you, oops, turn it over. And once it's kind of puffing up on the other side as well, make sure both the sides are cooked properly before you take it off the heat. And if you want, you can put some of the raw mixture on top of the naan, uncooked naan, and then just press it in and cook it with this on top, or you can sprinkle once it's cooked. See, it's bubbling up. Now these are ready. If I'm making it for whenever I have, look, let me tell you, whenever I have made them, I've made them fresh, because they are really good fresh, because they are soft and pliable and things like that. But when we have a few leftover, because sometimes we have one or two leftover, then I'll wrap it in in some foil or some fabric, and then I'll reheat it, and it does become soft. But fresh is the best. But they are so quick to make that, you know, you really should be making them fresh. And like I showed you, they are so soft and oh, beautiful. No wonder my kids love them. Right. Forgot my mic. Garlicky, so soft. Just beautiful. Imagine taking a bite and scooping out some delicious curry with it, some dal, some sabji. Oh, so good. I'm going to make a lovely chicken curry tonight, and then I'm going to serve it with this naan. Hope you will try these. Now you have no excuse. So try them, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you back here with another new recipe very soon. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.